A video highlighting infamous Pretendians greets you just before entering the Indigenous Identity Fraud Summit in Winnipeg. Names like Buffy St. Marie, Grey Owl, and Joseph Boyden bring light to how many generations the issue spans and the level of prestige they were granted while living a lie.
Because these people are after our rights, they're after our resources, and they're after an opportunity to take from us what we have suffered and waited for so long to get to.
Co-hosted by both the Manitoba Métis Federation and the Chiefs of Ontario, the rampant issue of people pretending to be Indigenous brought together some First Nations, Inuit, and Métis leaders from across the country to the closed two-day event in Winnipeg. Mi'kmaq lawyer Pam Palmater spoke about how widespread the issue is.
We have hundreds of cases in the Maritimes where they're like, do you ever watch Jurassic Park and the raptors keep testing the fences to see where the weakness is? Yeah, and one eventually gets out, or a few of them. Well, that's what Pretendians are doing.
She says individuals and groups claiming one First Nations ancestor from hundreds of years ago does not make someone Indigenous today.
Do you have a relationship with a grave from 400 years ago, or do you have a relationship with a community, a nation, an extended family of kin? And I think that makes the difference.
And it's not just individual cases of politicians and celebrities looking for clout. Manitoba Métis Federation President David Chartrand says it's nations and organizations wrongfully claiming land, hunting rights, and financial resources in the modern age.
If you look in this country, there's no nation, Indigenous nation in Canada, that has not bled for their rights, have not suffered for their rights, have not actually fought vigorously for their rights, and have a culture and history to protect. There is no First Nation, no Red River Métis that has not gone through that. People should simply ask the question to the Ontario Bill 53 legislation citizens, tell us your history. Where did you bleed? Where did you go into war? Where did you die? Where did you suffer? What did you go through to go what we've gone through to get where we are to protect ourselves?
There was a large focus on the controversial Bill C-53, one that would recognize and give effect to treaties of certain Métis governments. Various First Nations leaders and the MMF have contested the inclusion of the Métis Nation of Ontario, or MNO, in the bill, who they say have a faulty citizenship process and claims areas not historic to the Métis Nation. Suffice it to say, the MNO was not invited to the summit. In a press release, they say, in part, this exclusion undermines the potential for a comprehensive and inclusive discussion on this critical issue affecting all Indigenous communities in Canada. Sav Jonesa, APTN National News, Winnipeg.